Stop scrolling. Don't skip this video, not because I have some secret formula, not because I can predict your future, but because there is a very good chance that you needed to hear these words today. Out of all the videos you could have watched, out of all the content that could have appeared on your screen, you stopped here. Maybe it was curiosity, maybe it was coincidence, or maybe a part of you is tired of carrying everything on your own. For a moment, be honest with yourself. How long have you been pretending that everything is fine? How long have you been smiling for other people whilst fighting battles nobody knows about? How long have you been telling yourself, just keep going, even when you felt exhausted? The truth is that many people are struggling silently, not because they are weak, not because they lack talent, but because life has a way of testing even the strongest individuals. You work hard, you make sacrifices, you try to stay positive, yet sometimes it feels as though nothing changes. You watch other people move ahead, you see others celebrating victories, and you begin to wonder whether your turn will ever come. If you've ever felt that way, I want you to hear this clearly. Your current situation is not your final destination. Where you are today is not where you must remain forever. The mistake many people make is assuming that because something has been difficult for a long time, it will always be difficult. But history is filled with stories of people whose lives changed because they refused to quit. Think about it. Every successful person you've ever admired had moments of doubt. Every leader, every entrepreneur, every athlete, every artist, every innovator. At some point, they questioned themselves. At some point, they failed. At some point, they wanted to give up. The difference is that they continued anyway. And perhaps that's what you need to do right now. Not because success is guaranteed, not because the journey will suddenly become easy, but because giving up guarantees that nothing changes. One more attempt could change everything. One more conversation, one more opportunity, one more decision, one more day of persistence. Most people never realize how close they were to a breakthrough because they stopped too soon. Now listen carefully. You are stronger than you think, not because someone on the internet said so, because you've already survived things you once believed would destroy you. Think about the difficult days you've already overcome, the disappointments, the heartbreaks, the setbacks, the moments when you felt completely lost. You survived every single one of them. You may have scars, you may have doubts, you may still be carrying pain, but you're still here. And that matters. The fact that you're still standing means there is more within you than you realize. The world often teaches us to focus on our weaknesses, to compare ourselves with others, to notice what we lack. But real growth begins when you start recognizing what you already possess. You have experience. You have resilience. You have lessons that can only be learned through hardship. And you have the ability to make a decision today that your future self will thank you for. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. Imagine looking back at this moment. What would happen if you stopped allowing fear to control your choices? What would happen if you finally applied for that opportunity? What would happen if you stopped waiting for confidence and started acting despite uncertainty? What would happen if you committed to your goals for the next 12 months without constantly looking for reasons to quit? Your life might not change overnight. But small actions repeated consistently create extraordinary results. The person who succeeds is rarely the most gifted. More often, they are simply the person who stayed committed longer than everyone else. That's why discipline matters. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you'll feel inspired. Other days you won't. Discipline is what carries you forward when inspiration disappears. It is what keeps you moving when progress feels invisible. It is what turns dreams into reality. And right now, you have a choice. You can continue doubting yourself. You can continue waiting for the perfect moment. You can continue believing that someone else is more capable, more talented, or more deserving than you. Or you can decide that today is the day you stop standing in your own way. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. You don't need everybody to understand your vision. You simply need to begin. Take the first step, then take another, then another. Because momentum is created through action, not thought, not wishing, not waiting. Action. There will always be reasons to delay. There will always be obstacles. There will always be people who doubt you. But there will never be a perfect time. The perfect time is a myth. The only time you truly have is now. So stop waiting for certainty. Stop waiting to feel ready. Most successful people started before they felt ready. Most successful people learned as they went. Most successful people were frightened, uncertain, and imperfect. Yet they moved forward anyway, and that's exactly what you must do. Because your future is being shaped by the decisions you make today. Not tomorrow, not next month, today. If you've made mistakes, learn from them. If you've failed, learn from it. If you've been hurt, heal from it. But don't allow any of those experiences to convince you that your story is over. Your story is still being written. There are opportunities you haven't discovered yet, people you haven't met yet, places you haven't been yet, lessons you haven't learned yet, victories you haven't achieved yet. The next chapter of your life does not have to look like the previous one, but it does require a decision to keep moving, a decision to keep believing in your potential, a decision to continue even when things are difficult. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, commit to yourself. Commit to becoming slightly better each day. Read more, learn more, work harder, complain less, take responsibility, stay consistent, and watch what happens. Because transformation rarely arrives in a single dramatic moment. It arrives through small actions repeated day after day. And one day, you'll look back and realize that everything changed because you refused to quit. So if you're ready to move forward, leave a comment below. I'm ready. Not for me, for yourself. As a reminder that today is the day you stopped doubting your potential and started building the future you deserve. Your journey isn't over. In many ways, it's only just beginning.